Hello, good early morning, I think. Yeah, 12:44. And I'm going to do a reading from this card deck. It's very detailed and probably tough to read, as I remember from last time I read it. So you'll have to excuse my inability to read tough words fast. But let's do it. Let's try it. Okay. Fear of reading. Can you believe it? Okay. I do have it somewhere there. I think it's been shadow worked out a bit. Here we go. Okay. Archangels, Valhalla's inhabitants. Give us the card we need to know about now. Ooh, that's not one card. Let's try that some more. There are a few there. Sorry, I didn't read them. I'm asking for one card here. Ooh, I've got two cards. Okay, I have the future. It's super cold. It's been snowing on this ride. And aging, maturing, healing. Okay. You have to have patience with this book because they're not numbered. There may be a contents table. Let's see. An index? No, just have to find it. Aha, the future. Verandi is the weaver of our future web, the thread of which is constantly influenced by the seeker's action and influences. The attendants of Urdur, Verandi, or Skald in the spread urges the seeker to take an existential look at his or her path, depending on which one of the sisters appears. In this case, it's Verdandi. She holds the thread of the future. She reminds the seeker to take destiny into their own hands. The web of the future is constantly being spun and can be altered by her actions and dispositions toward the future. While Verdandi surely is in command and can weave in elements that are out of our control, we too weave the web of our future along with Verdandi. With our present actions and decisions, we influence the web. the card of Verdande reminds us of that. Aging, maturing, and healing. Maybe we have influence over those things. Let's see if I can find the Jase. Here it is. The Jase. Okay. Or the Jase with PJ in front of it, ASSI, is a giant of this place, Jotunheimr. During a feud, Thjassa managed to convince Loki to abduct Idun from Idavellir, along with all her apples to give him. This would cause the Asur in Asgard to age and lose their eternal life. There are many stories of the Thjassa from a variety of sources. He seems to have been a magical, shamanistic, and extraordinary giant. He managed to snare even Loki, the trickster, into a situation where he had leverage over him. Thjassa can be associated with reconciliation and healing, even with medical healing and health. Thjassa is the father of Skadi, the northern giantess and goddess of the Hun, who is part of Asgard by marriage. If Thjassa shows up in the spread with Loki, Thjassa powers of healing and health are undetermined. Well, there's no Loki here. The bottom card says the crafty mead of poetry, Kusir, Kuasir. So we don't have Loki. So Thjassa's power of healing and health are undetermined, but in turn, he is one of the few that can undermine Loki's attributes. So much depends on the placement of the cards around. If Thjassa shows up with Ir, his healing and reconciling qualities are strengthened, and if his daughter Skadi appears in the spread with Thjassa, it reinforces all his qualities. So we don't have any of those qualities here, but we have the future, which is determined by ourselves. So maybe ourselves can influence our healing. Well,